Okay, first things first is you don't actually want to lose weight. I'm gonna let that sink in for a sec. Now, the reason you don't want to actually lose weight is, what do we mean when we talk about losing weight? What exactly are you talking about? So, the biggest thing about losing weight is a caloric deficit. What does that mean? It means you're taking in less energy than you're actually using throughout the day. So when you're in a caloric deficit, your body decides to use your body as energy to make up for the energy that you're actually missing. So where does the body get this energy from? The body gets this energy from fat and, less known, from muscles, right? So when you're in a caloric deficit, your body could actually get energy from burning your muscles, from using your muscle fibers for energy. So you're actually losing fat and you're losing muscle. Now, I don't know if you know what it looks like when you lose fat and muscle, but essentially you look malnourished, which is not a good look. Most people don't want to actually look malnourished, right? Most people that are actually losing weight in terms of losing fat and losing muscle are people that are probably preparing for like a fight, right? People that box, or people that are, I don't know, doing something weird. You need to separate losing weight from losing fat. Most people actually want to lose fat. They want to burn their fat, get toned up. You also just want to lose fat because your muscles will actually help you burn that fat. Most people, I find, especially women, and keep in mind my mom and sister are in this demographic, they don't want to hear about gaining muscle to lose weight. They don't want to hear about lifting weights to be able to lose weight. Now, the reason why is they think they're going to end up jacked. They think they're going to end up like looking muscular and stuff. But no, the reason exercise in terms of weightlifting is emphasized for losing weight is that your muscles actually help you burn that fat, right? Your muscles are an essential part of actually burning fat because your muscles are what use the energy that you get from fat, which is what causes the fat to burn. I'll explain later. But essentially, you want to focus on losing fat instead of just losing weight as a whole. Now, to do this, you need to adjust your diet and your exercise. And that's exactly why I made this video. This is 5 things you need to know about losing weight and how to get shredded. Okay, so it's May the 13th, and I've been cutting since May the 1st, and that's the last time I weighed myself. And when I weighed myself on May the 1st, I was 164.8. Yeah, so I've been cutting for like 2 weeks now, and I'm trying to see how much I weigh right now. So I'm down by about 3 pounds, which is pretty good for 2 weeks. Okay, so before I continue with this video, please make sure to like this video. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel and go crazy in the comments. I want to hear all your questions, and yeah, I'm going to do my best to respond to all of them. I definitely can. So the first thing you need to know about losing weight by burning fat is to eat a sufficient amount of protein. I can't emphasize this enough. Protein is an essential part of your body in terms of your muscles, right? Protein makes up your muscles. Now, earlier we discussed how to lose weight, you need to burn fat and try to maintain muscle mass. Well, that's exactly what protein does, is it helps you maintain muscle mass by telling your body essentially that, listen, we don't need all this fat that we're storing. It needs your muscle more than it needs your fat. So it prioritizes your muscle, especially if you're doing physical activity, which I'll get to in a bit. Your body is going to prioritize your muscle and try to maintain that, and then burn your fat to fuel your muscle. So essentially, you're just doing yourself a favor by exercising and by eating protein, because your body is going to direct that burning of energy into the burning of fat instead of the burning of protein. So what do I mean by a sufficient amount of protein? You want to get the recommended amount is 0.8 grams to 1.2 or 1.3 grams of protein per pound of mass on your body, right? So if you weigh 150 pounds, you want to get like 150 grams of protein per day in your diet. So this is what I take post-workout. So you've got the Rebuild Strength right there. That's a protein shake and a meal replacement shake. Now let me explain why I take these things, right? So obviously, most of you know you gotta have protein in your diet for you to actually like build muscle or maintain muscle. So this right here is so important to take after you work out, after you've like damaged your muscle fibers. Well, not damaged really, but you've broken your muscle fibers and your body's trying to rebuild them. So this is essentially what that does. So the meal replacement, I've been taking Herbalife meal replacement shakes because it makes it so easy for me to actually keep track of what I'm eating. I'm not one of those people that likes to just tabulate every second what macronutrients and micronutrients that I'm putting in my diet. I like to just like have a plan, a set up plan throughout the day, and just, you know, make it simple, keep it simple. So this just keeps it so simple for me to actually like know what it is I'm putting into my body, how many calories, how much protein, and how much carbs and how much fat is going into my body. It's high in fiber as well, which is important for your digestive system. But yeah, this is like a meal replacement. It literally is that, and most people don't understand. It's not just a protein shake, right? So you're not just getting protein from this. You're getting basically most of the nutrients that you need for a balanced diet. So that's why I take that, and I take it like maybe 3 times a day, which would be with lactose-free milk. That's about 900 calories. If I'm getting that right. I don't know if I got the math right, but essentially. I use lactose-free milk because it's awesome. It tastes really good. And I'm not sure if I have a lactose problem, but just to be safe, you know. Yeah, so that's the shake. This is not taking away from the fact that you need to eat actual food, obviously. And this is also not an ad, so calm down. But this is what I take post-workout, and it's been working really well for me. Okay, so the second thing you need to know about losing weight by burning fat is that you need to be in a caloric deficit. So what do I mean by a caloric deficit? So your calories are just a way to measure how much energy you're taking in your food, how much energy that you're putting out in terms of like your basic metabolism rate and the exercises you do. So it's about energy, right? And your fat is essentially a sign that your body is taking in way more energy than it needs. So your body decides to store all that energy in fat, right? And then when you need it, magically someday, that your body is going to use that fat for energy. So that's your body's logic in storing fat. So you want to actually take in less energy than you're putting out. What that does is it tells your body that, hey, we need to find more energy, right? So when you're exercising, or even when you're just sitting down, your body is going to start to look for other sources of energy because you're not actually getting enough energy from your food. But you don't want to like exaggerate that. You don't want to go too far. You don't want to eat 1 meal a day and get like 500 calories a day or something, depending on your body weight. What you want to do is you want to like make it just right, that your body is burning the healthy like amount of fat it should be burning, right? Because if you go too far, say you take 50% less calories than your body needs, then your body is going to start to use your muscles as well. Then you become frail. What you want to do is you want to be like somewhere between 25% or less of a caloric deficit. So you want to eat 25% less than your body actually needs in terms of energy. That way your body is going to burn the fat in a healthy way gradually over time. So that's why it needs to be in a caloric deficit. So the third thing you need to know about getting more lean is that you need to either maintain or increase your strength levels. This is so important, right? And you do this through weight training. Weight training is one of the most important things about maintaining muscle mass while also burning fat. In fact, I'll go so far as to say it's probably more important than cardio. Yeah, I said it. But that's a different segment. I'm gonna get to that later. But yeah, you need to lift as much or more than you were lifting the previous week or the previous month in order to maintain your muscle mass. Because what that does is that it tells your brain and your body that we still need this muscle. Like, we're actually putting in work, we're doing strength training, we're lifting weights, and we need this muscle. your body is not going to burn the muscle, instead it's going to burn the fat, right? If you actually reduce on the amount that you're lifting and you decide that I'm not, taking in enough food, so I need to like calm down on the weights, what your brain is going to do is it's going to say, hey, we're not taking in enough energy to maintain all this muscle mass that we have. So we need to kind of like eat through it, right? Because we could actually use this for energy. So in order to stop your body from doing that, you need to lift weights. Your body is going to prioritize the fat rather than prioritizing the muscle in order to get more energy. Okay, so this is lunch. I'm not going to show you everything I eat today, just because I want to save that for another video. Stay tuned. But yeah, this is essentially what I have for my lunch. I think it's an important thing to actually eat food. That's why I want to show you this, because I do actually eat food. My diet isn't 100% consistent of supplements. Supplements are good and they help you in a lot of ways, but it is important to eat food as well. And my diet is pretty split here. I've got like protein, I've got carbs, I've got fat, and I've got vitamins and everything. I'm not like too good with knowing how much of what is in what, but essentially the sweet potato is definitely important in terms of carbs. Do not cut carbs completely out of your diet. That's a mistake I've made in the past, right? I just completely cut out carbs from my diet, not knowing that carbs are actually important in either building muscle or even cutting fat. They're very important. Your body needs carbs. Your body needs fat, and I get that from the avocado, omega-3 right there. And we talk about this. Your body needs protein, 100%. So the lean turkey is high in protein. So the fourth thing you need to know about losing weight by burning fat is, for heaven's sake, calm down with the cardio. I see people like running on treadmill for like, I don't even know, hours, minutes, whatever it is. I'm like, what are you training for? Really? Are you running a marathon? Are you like, what are you doing? If you're trying to burn fat, this is a very inefficient way to do that. So say you're lifting weights, right? And it's leg day, and you do a killer leg day, and you're gonna get gains from that leg day, whether it's in terms of burning fat because like more muscle burns fat, or in terms of maintaining your strength and maintaining your muscle. If you do cardio the next day, you've just interrupted your recovery. Your muscle is not going to recover as efficiently. The fact is, it's strenuous work, especially if you're doing like high intensity stuff for long periods of time. It's just going to hinder your recovery, and you're not going to be able to maintain the strength levels that you need to lift weights in the gym. So get this in your heads, people. Cardio is optional. Not as much cardio. You want to do cardio that's walking, for example. A lot of people think this is ridiculous, but walking actually like burns a lot of calories. If you walk for an hour, you're probably gonna burn enough calories that you've done a workout during that day, right? So do less strenuous cardio, do it less frequently, for sure. It's just gonna be another risk factor for injury. It's just going to be another thing that you have to do, and it's going to put you in a bigger caloric deficit than you actually need to be. Stick to strength training and do cardio sparingly throughout the week. Okay, so those people that have killer bodies and they post like those pictures with them eating pizza or something absolutely outrageous with syrup and stuff, and they do it as a slight flex. That is not all they eat. You need to think about that. That's why the fifth thing you need to know about losing weight through burning fat is that you need to take cheat days. Cheat days are important. Either a cheat day or a cheat meal. However you decide to structure it, just make sure that your dietary restrictions are like maybe 90% more than your cheat days, right? So for instance, if I decide to structure my cheat days on a weekly basis, I'm gonna have one cheat day, right? So why is a cheat day important? Because once you start getting into a caloric deficit, once your diet changes, your body's gonna try to adapt to this diet, right? Your body is gonna say, this is how much energy we're taking in now, so I'm gonna structure the chemicals and the reactions that happen in a way that this energy is enough. So your basal metabolism rate is gonna drop, right? And you don't want that. You want your metabolism to stay at the same level so that that caloric deficit causes you to burn fat, right? So how do you do this? You're gonna try to remind your body what its usual metabolism rate is. So when you have cheat days and you eat outrageous food, just absolutely outrageous. When you have a cheat day, right, and you're eating all these foods, your metabolism rate goes up because you're taking in a lot of energy. So every time it kind of dips down, you're trying to bring it up so that your metabolism rate stays there. And when you do have a caloric deficit on, you know, a daily basis, whether it's 6 days a week or every other week, then your body actually starts to burn that fat, right? Because your metabolism rate is still a little bit higher. Yeah, so that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Kay. You've been watching Gains on Camera. Please like, share, and subscribe. Go crazy in the comments. Thank you so much for watching Gains on Camera. Jesus. Made a mess. You almost did the whole pop thing, remember? Remember the, oh! And just a little bit close.